class 8th, chapter number 6, squares and square roots. Today we'll solve some problems of exercise 6.1. So here's the question. Question number 7 says, find the sum without adding the numbers. So first is given 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9. That is the sum of odd numbers are here. So we can say this is the problem to find the sum of odd numbers. Now how many numbers are here? We can count 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. That is sum of 5 odd numbers we have to find out. So we can do one thing. As they are the odd numbers and they are 5 numbers, so we have to write 5 square, and 5 square is 25. So we can say sum of these 5 odd numbers is 25. So that means sum of odd numbers we can find by counting the numbers, that how many numbers are there, and we have to put the square of that number. Let's do one more. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11 plus 13 plus 15 plus 17 plus 19. Now how many numbers are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. That meaning sum of 10 odd numbers we had to find. So what we'll do? As there are 10 numbers, so we place power of 10. So 10 square will be 100. So we can say sum of these 10 odd numbers is 100. And remember, these odd numbers are in sequence. So sum is 100. Next, question number 8 says express first 49 as the sum of 7 odd numbers. Now again we have to find out 49 is equal to 7 odd numbers sum. So how we can? As we know that 49 that is equal to 7 square. So we have to write 7 odd numbers from 1. So from 1 we have to write the 7 odd numbers, that are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 and 13. We know what are the odd numbers. So we have to write only odd numbers starting from 1. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13 and these are the 7 odd numbers. So we can say 49 is equal to 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11 plus 13. So what is the meaning of this? That if we have to express any number in sum of any odd numbers, so we have to take the given number. Can we express as the square number? Is 49 is a square number? If it is a square number, then we can write it as square of the number. And then from starting 1 we write the odd numbers. And if there are, for example, here we have given 7, so we are writing here 7 numbers. If we have given 8 or 9, so we have to write 8 or 9 odd numbers for expressing the given number. On the basis of the above solved problem, we can conclude that if a natural number cannot be expressed as a sum of successive odd natural numbers starting with 1, then it is not a perfect square. As in the previous example we have done 49. 49 can be expressed as 7 into 7. So 7 odd numbers, we have to write the 7 odd numbers for 49. If it is possible to express this, so we can say the given number is a perfect square number. And if it is not possible to write any number as the sum of successive odd numbers, so it cannot be a perfect square. Now, next question, but before going to next question, we have to do something. Finding the numbers between two square numbers. That meaning, how many numbers are there between two square numbers? And we can say how many non-perfect square numbers lies between any two consecutive square numbers. Now here we are using the term consecutive square numbers. So the consecutive numbers are what? The numbers which come after 1, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and so on. That is all the counting numbers one after one, we can say they are the consecutive numbers. So if we are having first number is n, then its next number we can write as n plus 1. For example, if we are writing a number is 3, so 3 plus 1 that is equal to 4. So 3 is the first number and 4 is the next number. So we can say 3 and 4 are the consecutive numbers. Similarly, in the general term, in the general form, we can say n and n plus 1 are the consecutive numbers. So the two consecutive numbers can be given by and are given by n and n plus 1. So the non-perfect square numbers lies between n square and n plus 1 whole square are given by n plus 1 whole square minus n square. Now n plus 1 whole square, we can open the identity a plus b whole square, that is equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square. That when we are opening the bracket n plus 1 whole square, it will become n square plus 2 into n into 1, that will become 2n plus 1, and this is minus n square. Now these n square and this n square will be cancelled out as one number is positive and one number is negative. So we are having 2n plus 1. So we can say there are 2n plus 1 minus 1 numbers. Minus 1, that is this one and this one will cancel out. We are ultimately getting 2n numbers. So we can say 2n non-perfect square numbers lies between square of two consecutive square numbers. So let's do the problem based on this. So question number 9 says, how many numbers lies between squares of the following numbers? So first question is given 12 and 13. So we have to find how many numbers are between the 12 square and 13 square, which are the non-perfect numbers. So here it is given n is equal to 12 and n plus 1 is equal to 12 plus 1. That is, they are the consecutive numbers. We know that between n square and n plus 1 whole square, there are 2n non-perfect square numbers lies between these two. So n, now mean here 12 square and 13 square are given. So we have to find out the numbers between 12 square and 13 square, as by the formula 2n, 2 multiply by n, that is the first number, that is 12. So 2 into 12 and we get 24. So that meaning there are 24 non-perfect square numbers lies between 12 square and 13 square. What we have to do for these types of problems, whatever the consecutive numbers are given, we have to write the formula, that is the 2n numbers lies between these two square numbers. So 2 into n, that is the smallest number between these two, n, that will be the n. Then product of this n with 2 will give the numbers between the two consecutive square numbers.